Disgusting.
See, he's
Over
mad
the
that they're
last
making him
decade,
horny,
they have
dude.
sexualized my uncle for marketing purposes. They have encouraged fans to sexualize him as well.
Bro just dropped the recipe. Let's get started on some chicken making. 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip. Alright, I moved all my shit over here, but actually, I forgot that I have a little intro video to show y'all, which is just the TikTok of the guy giving away the recipe. Yeah, we should go through first, you know, for the sake of structure, we should go through all the supposed leaked recipes that I was able to find. Because it is, a lot of these I'm going to be roasting and then grinding fresh, because I'm giving them the best fucking chance they can. Some would call it unfair, because most of these spices are going to come in a spice mix. Alright, this is the guy. He really, he fucking dressed up for this, man. Need a pressure cooker to do it right? Yeah, he mentions a pressure cooker. I don't have a pressure cooker. Anyway, let's see his video here.
Kentucky Fried Chicken has blocked me on social media. For those who are new, I'm Colonel Sanders' great-great-great-nephew. I'm the last Sanders in his family line. It does not mean I'm the last family member in his family line. Disgusting.
See, he's mad that they're making him horny,
they have
dude.
sexualized my uncle for marketing purposes. They have encouraged fans to sexualize him as well. I cannot and will not support a company that does that. My response to Kentucky Fried Chicken blocking me is, do you want to know how to make their chicken? Truly, genuinely, their chicken.
Bro just dropped the recipe.
There is a lot of ingredients on here that could be proven through public information, and I gathered all that together and broke it down for you in several videos on my YouTube channel. So let Kentucky Fried Chicken deny this. If they do, I'll say, prove it. The other ingredients on this list that cannot be proven through public information is from my cousins on Lee Cummings'
Yeah, why'd he put the dramatic
because cousin Lee
Stranger
was the
Things
nephew
music?
that needed a recipe, not Joe Leddington. Lee Cummings, nephew of Colonel Sanders, the Colonel's sister's son, knew what the recipe was. This was proven because he was sued in court for knowing the recipe. He was barred from using 5 key ingredients.
Then he just stopped the dramatic music.
Recipe, so he had to change his recipe up to be able to sell it.
What if he just bullshitted this, man?
The measurements are not from the recipe. To cook this chicken, follow the instructions Colonel Sanders left behind. If you happen to have a pressure cooker, use that. If you don't, follow the instructions to the best of your abilities with what you have. Use cake flour. Use lard or vegetable oil, and add the salt and MSG to the flour after the 11's mixed with the flour. Do the 7-10-7 method. Film it and tag me in it.
Alright. This is the alleged KFC Colonel's secret recipe. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think he's maybe bullshitting a bit. Now, I almost fucked this recipe completely up because he numbered every ingredient, and I thought the number was part of the measurement. So I originally had written down 4.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 3.25 of nutmeg, and 2.5 of cloves, which would have made it taste crazy. But then also, I found years earlier on Reddit, KFC secret recipe, have fun. This is not in anywhere even close to the recipe that this guy gave out. There's basically no Christmas spices in it, and it's got a bunch of other shit. I want to try both of these because this one has been around for a while. I have made this a long time ago, and it's a pretty good fried chicken recipe. I don't know if it's the KFC recipe though. And then also, in addition to all this, I got a jar of X99 chicken seasoning, which is it's a generic brand food service chicken seasoning that everyone always says is just the KFC seasoning. We got a few different ones to go off here. If there's a chance that the one that's in the premix, the 99X, is the same as one of the ones that we're going to make. But there's zero chance that this recipe and this guy's recipe are the same. They're completely different. They're not even kinda close. Do we have KFC to compare it to? Glad you asked. Let me go up and get it. I left it upstairs, but I did go and get KFC before this. All right, let's fill up our deep fryer. We're gonna need to be frying a lot of chicken today. Fully test all this. Now, apparently, KFC is fried in vegetable oil, according to sources online. This is canola oil, which is a little bit different, but, you know, I feel like, the difference between something like beef tallow or lard versus canola oil is pretty different. I don't think the difference between vegetable oil and canola oil is that noticeable. This really should be close enough that it's not gonna change piece to piece, you know? Especially when all the spice blends and everything else is gonna be fine. This one specific stream might have been easier to just do upstairs in the kitchen. I got Control KFC. I have not had KFC in years. I bought it just for this. Shit, man, I need, hang on, I need more stuff. What am I short on? MSG, I got my salt. Sage, I need sage. I've got cloves. I think I've got most of the stuff. There's cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, cayenne, I need coriander. I got black pepper, I need ginger, garlic powder, white pepper. Is that Chinese shit? And, oh, and then this is our pre-mixed, this is our 99X, aka Chicken Seasoning Plus, which is a mysterious material that is allegedly just the KFC recipe. MSG equals make shit good. Okay, MSG do be making shit good, though. Hang on, let me get, what do I need? Sage? Coriander? I totally should have just done this in the kitchen. So many fucking spices, bro. Oh well, we've cooked. That shattered. It'd be over, man. I mean, I have more. It's my ground sage. But, oh my gosh. MSG, baby. Let's see what we want to do here. Cloves we can probably grind outright, but the coriander and everything, we should probably toast it first. Better go up and get another apparatus. Better go up and get my fucking roaster as well. This is like the most crammed this desk has ever been, dude. Holy shit. I'm sure anything you make will be much better than the horror I've been told of American KFC. Yeah, so here's the thing. In America, a lot of other countries, they love shitting on us for some stuff. Shitting on us for our KFC, you're kind of on point with that. Our KFC sucks ass. It is literally bottom barrel chicken in the US, which is kind of funny that I'm doing something to, like, see if it's... if these are the original spices. That's kind of the only thing they got going for them. Fucking Cane's chicken uses, like, no spices at all, and that shit kicks the hell out of KFC. Motherfuckers will be like, oh, but the only flavor is the sauce. Yeah, but the sauce is better than anything KFC has, and it's just better chicken. Popeyes destroys it, dude. Popeyes fucking clears. If I'm gonna go to one of the chicken places that always looks a little sketchier than it should be, I'm going to the fucking Popeye. Because at least that one, the chicken sandwich is pretty good. When I went to pick this up, I was like, I'll get my dinner too, and I got a chicken sandwich. It's okay. It's not, like, horrible, but, like, it's not as good as Popeyes. It's not as good as Chick-fil-A. It's not as good as Cane's. It's certainly not as good as Dave's. It's kind of just the bottom of the stack as far as, like, fast food fried chicken goes. Okay, I'm doing all this KFC slander. I'm ruining the chance of KFC finding this video on YouTube and being like, whoa, we love your video about KFC's herbs and spices. They're gonna start watching the thing and then see me being like, yeah, it kind of sucks shit above everything else. And they're gonna be like, fuck this guy, man. I'll take a double, triple bossy deluxe on a wrap, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles and a shimmy with a squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it, and let it swim. That's the Bubble Bass burger, isn't it? And also that, like, a shit-ass burger. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna get my skillet to roast. Oh my gosh, man. Actually, you know what? I'll give them some credit. I got my sandwich with potato wedges. Those are better than anything else KFC makes. Literally the greatest thing in the fucking whole thing. Alright, let's get our, so in case you are unawares, it is way better to roast your spices fresh than it is to use the pre-ground dried ones. So if you're using whole spices, basically always roast that shit. Because it's just gonna turn out better, man. It's just gonna turn out better. Alright, coriander packs down. I only need half a teaspoon of this. You don't even have to roast it that long. Just a little bit. Just enough to get the flavors expressed. Like a few seconds on once the pan gets hot. So I'm giving this actually, this is maybe like unfair, but I am following the recipe correctly. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's get the, let's get some other ones. This smells awesome. I got the roast just right, I fear. Dude, that smells delicious. Alright. Coriander. Let me get the other ones actually first. Sage. 1 1/4 tablespoon. Oh, wait, hang on a second. My 2 best fried chicken places is a local sports bar that makes coconut crusted fried, and a gas station that has a one-off fried chicken place in it. It's always the ones you least expect. The actual best fried chicken place near me is a place with maybe the worst service of all time. It's a local one-off, so I'm not going to say what its name is. And it looks like you're going to get shot going there. But that shit is crazy, man. I don't know why, man. It just be like that. Okay, I ground way too much coriander. Hang on a second. Let's get our sage. 1 1/4 tablespoons. Who the fuck has a 1/4 tablespoon? Alright. There we go. That's a 1 1/4 tablespoons. Say fried chicken in a cast iron frying pan. So, I have these chicken legs that I got. Part of also what inspired the stream is that, this shit, it was a massive family pack of like 12 drummies on sale at Aldi for, oh, what was it? It was like $2. It was crazy good deal. And I ate another couple out of there, and I fried them in pork fat in a giant cast iron Dutch oven. And it was quite delicious. But doesn't really match the methodology we're doing today, so this one I'm doing a little bit different. Alright. We got a whole nutmeg. Oh, I should get a microplane to do this, actually. And we only need 1/4 of a teaspoon of this. So not much. Dude, fresh ground nutmeg. Another little thing that you can do that makes it taste like so much better. It's crazy. Just grinding it fresh. Also, 1 giant like nutmeg bulb. It just lasts a long time anyway. It lasts longer when it's in its unground state. Let's get some cloves done up as well. You know what? I'm gonna dry roast these too. I only need I need half a teaspoon, so not that many. I only need 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Most of these are quite cheap. Quite low quantities. You can tell they were originally proportioned for like restaurant sizes. I can already smell them starting to roast up because the skillet started hot this time. Alright. Ooh, that smells good. That smells fucking strong. Holy shit. Alright. Half a teaspoon of this bad boy. Holy shit. Half a teaspoon of cloves is gonna be a fuckload of clove, man. This shit is like strong as hell. It's basically all of this. But you know what? I trust the Colonel, man. Let's get some cinnamon in here as well. Half of I'm using this paper that recipe's written on as like a way to like scoop all the stuff together. Half a teaspoon cinnamon. We're also going to be using fresh for this. Hopefully I'm not fucking the recipe up by trying to make it like too fresh. Because I don't know if the Colonel was doing all this, man. I don't know. I feel like a restaurant. They're not bothered to do all this shit. Oh, that was exactly half a tablespoon. Or sorry, half a teaspoon. I will say this spice blend smells fucking amazing. It smells like decadent. All these Christmas spices and shit. 2 pinches of cayenne pepper. Alright. Add the coriander. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. That's an interesting one. I have the ginger is pre-ground. Just 1/4 on this guy. Teaspoon of garlic. Alright, that one's like pretty par for the course standard. 1 full tablespoon of white pepper. That's a lot. That's a lot of white pepper. It makes sense though, this is a very peppery chicken. And then 1.5 tablespoon of black pepper. And I know grinding the black peppercorns fresh would be the ideal, especially after I've done it for so many other things. And that was originally what I was gonna do, but when I looked in my peppercorn thing, I realized, shit, I ran out of peppercorns. I need to order some more. It's making me want to sneeze so bad. Oh, and then the secret, which is cardamom. Cardamom surprises me a little. Cardamom's quite an expensive spice. A whole teaspoon of cardamom, too. It's be like having, like, real vanilla bean in this shit. Alright, hang on. I'm getting all the cardamom here. Sorry, not the coriander. The fly is there for a second. Dang it. Is he still fucking around? Come on, man. Alright, let's toast these. I think this will be around 1 teaspoon. Passed out for a while. Why is there no chicken yet? I don't fucking be patient, dog. Aren't they? Oh, that smells so good, dude. Should be good on our spices. Now we need to add 3 cups of flour, specifically cake flour. So I've got here. This is that good shit. This is Bob's Red Mill. So that means I paid out the ass for it. Alright, 3 cups of flour. Ugh, every time I stir the spices, it fucking lights me up, bro. I also use cake flour for making pizza dough, which is the main thing I've used this for. I use it more for that than I do for fucking cakes, dude. Alright, now, for the real secret sauce, which is an entire tablespoon of MSG. This is pure crystalline MSG, plus 15,000 social credit. And then 3 tablespoons of salt. These are half tablespoons, by the way, in case you're wondering what I'm scooping so many times. This flour smells so damn good, man. I'm gonna be disappointed if this one isn't tasty. Okay, hang on. Hang on a second. My control KFC. I was thinking there's no way that this is like this. It smells, now that it's mixed with the flour, it dead-ass smells like KFC. And now it's got me thinking maybe this is gonna be a little more accurate than I thought. I got a couple of the nugs I left. I'll tell you this, it's hard to identify what the spices are gonna be. Now, here's where the mystery lies, right? Because, okay, here's the batter, or here's the flour. What do we want to batter this shit in? I'm assuming probably buttermilk and egg, if I had to guess. He didn't really give instruction on that one. Here, I'm saving some of this. I only want like a little bit in here, because I know I'm not going to use that much. That'll be fine. Alright, we're gonna do a quick dunk in the wash just to get it wet. I remember what the other thing was now, by the way. The other thing was the chicken thighs. Because I wanted to do drummies and nuggies. Let's see. Let me go get... I remember now. I remember thighs. I was like, oh shit, wait, I need to chop it. Oh, I'll carry the knife and the cutting board. And I was like, you know what? No, I won't. I'm just gonna chop it here and then bring the chopped chicken down. So, I've got some chopped bits of thigh here. This is like nugget. Alright. I could use gloves. Actually, that'd probably be better. That'd be better just because then instead of having to wash my hands. I did not preheat the fryer. And you guys are going, wow, now we gotta wait. Nah, bitch, you have to wait for this. You have to wait for this regardless, because this chicken needs to sit in this a while so that it can really get the flour all absorbed. Because what happens is when you mix it with the flour that has all the salt in it, the salt starts drawing the water out of the chicken, and then that soaks up more flour while it's sitting in the dish of flour, and then it gets a thicker flour crust, which is good if you want it to be crispy and tasty. Put some bits of batter in there. You understand, yeah. Nah, it's low enough that it should be crispy enough as is. You hear the fryer fucking kicking in. I just washed this thing out. The oil that came out of this, which I've been cooking with, this shit was black as tar, man. Here's the thing, KFC, as I said, it is a little bit of an oxymoron to try to recreate what is arguably one of the worst chicken fast food joints. But, for what it's worth, KFC is not bad because the flavor is bad. It's bad because the service at the restaurants is horrible and often gives you lukewarm food that isn't, like, crispy and good and shit. I'm putting this in a bag so I can wash this and get it prepped for the next batch. Here, hang on. I'm gonna mix some salt in with my batter as well, because I do that when I make chicken, like, for my own consumption. Typically, I make it a little bit thicker than this, too, but that's also because I use buttermilk, and here I use normal milk, and maybe that's a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. They'll all be done the same to try to, like, minimize error. The main reason why I use buttermilk, I don't think it's for the acidity, though that I'm sure that does add to it. I think it's just the fact that it makes it thicker, and then it sticks more to the chicken, and you get more sogging up of the flour. That's my guess, at least. Let's just go ahead and put all the other chicken in it. It'll all marinate the same, and then our motherfucker. Then our spice difference will be in what we batter it in with the flour. That's the idea, at least. Okay. 2/3 teaspoon of salt. 2/3 teaspoon salt. Thyme. Something that is not in the other one at all. The other one is so heavy on the Christmas spices, and this one has, like, basically none. Basil? Unfortunately. 2/3 a teaspoon of salt? How much fucking chicken is this supposed to make, dude? 2/3 as well? Alright. Do my best on that. 1/3 teaspoon of oregano. Like, what the fuck are these measurements, dude? Oh, and then the celery salt as well. Oh, hang on. Actually, that's supposed to be a full teaspoon. And then black pepper. Local streamer willingly uses celery salt in front of thousands. It's what the recipe says, man. It's what the recipe says. That's the ground sage. I really need to reprint some of these letters, man. A teaspoon of dry mustard. Interesting. 4 teaspoons of paprika. I use a smoked paprika because that shit good as hell. 2, 3, 4. Garlic salt. 2 teaspoons of garlic salt. Okay, I see where the extra salt is coming from. Teaspoon of ground ginger. And then 3 teaspoons of white pepper. And then, the white pepper. Get that good Chinese shit. I did 1 tablespoon, which is 3 teaspoons. Just in case you're wondering what the conversion rate I'm doing is. It's significantly less aromatic, but I do think it's less aromatic because it is, recently roasted. None of the stuff in here was stuff that needed ground. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was supposed to do for that. I'm gonna only make 1 cup here. Really giving this the opportunity to shine with its flavors, because there's a lot less of the seasoning than there was in the other one. So I'm only adding 1 cup of flour, because none of the rest of it has any like proportion. So I'm just going with logical proportions to the amount of spice. And then we'll go ahead and add 2 drummies and a couple chicken jibs. You don't let any of this shit drip off. Oh, actually, you know what I should do before I do all that? Here, I gotta stir a little bit of this in. And what this does is it creates little lumps in your flour. And then when you put the chicken in, even if it doesn't quite get the soak that you're after, it'll pick up those little bumps and those become little crispy bits on the chicken. And let's make sure we get these good and battered. We'll get a bag. Keep this packed in here with the flour. This is batch 2. Batch 1, batch 2. That's the older recipe. They're easy to tell apart, luckily. And then we have one more to do. Surprised that the real recipe didn't have MSG. Yeah, that's kind of the thing that's making me think this is not the real one, and the other one is maybe closer to the real one. And then, finally, we have this. Marion K Spices Chicken Seasoning Plus. This is food service grade. This is food service grade chicken seasoning. It's also known as 99X chicken seasoning, and I did make sure this is the same thing. And this is widely believed to be what KFC uses. And they're like, yeah, the 11 herbs and spices thing is mostly like advertising. This is the actual, like, bulk order shit that they're repackaging as their own proprietary blend. So, let's make that. It says here for small batches, use 1.5 tablespoons with a cup of flour. So do 1 cup of flour. Does it mean all other seasoning isn't food grade? Sorry, food service. Food service grade. Different. This is something you can order from like Cisco in bulk. It presumably has the salt and the MSG and all the seasonings in it. Oh, this one's caking on real good. I know this, the little cutlet pieces of this one are gonna be crazy crispy. I don't know how good the drummies are gonna be, but the cutlets at least. Insanity. Do you add red 40? No, I'm not fucking up my control and my samples, dog. We gotta keep this scientific. Alright, let's fry these daddies up. We'll go in order our oldest first. To start, maybe we should fry up the literal KFC. Now, some people say that I should not just fry it up. So you know what? I'll just cook up one. Is he gonna burn his house down? No, I'm not gonna burn my house down. So let's throw a KFC. This is an existing KFC drummy in. Oil looks so clean. This is literally the cleanest it's ever been. I just replaced it. Normally this shit is old as hell. Alright, I don't want it to get too dark, but that should at least, have us, like, heat it up enough. Alright, real ass KFC right here. And then, let's fry up our other shit. So we'll start with the recently leaked KFC. That looks like that coating is caked on good and nice. This is the TikTok leaker. Supposed real original family recipe type shit. Brother putting his whole ass finger in the oil. What's the name of the... So one of you nerds is gonna know it off the top of your head. I can't think of it right now. What's the name of the effect that makes it so if you wet your hand and stick it in oil, you don't get burned? Yeah, the Lindenfrost. Okay. Here, we'll do our first plate for TikTok leak. And then, let's see, our second one will be Reddit leak, and then the 99X. Put them in a little longer here. How can you cook the chicken completely inside and not burn the outside? For the big drumsticks, that's actually a little bit of a challenge. I might, because when I cook drummies, I put them in the oven to make sure they don't burn. I might, yeah. So I could fry and then oven to finish them off. I might need to fucking oven these things. Laden. Sorry, I've been calling the Lindenfrost forever. Calling them drummies for now. Dude, none of the rest of y'all call them drummies. It's just me that's talking like a toddler here. That's a little embarrassing. I didn't know. Double frying also works. I'm thinking I might do that. Single fry for the nugs, double fry for the drums. Alright, TikTok leak. Your haul is going on this one. Don't drop it down into the oil. It's gonna splash fucking everywhere, bro. Next, let's do these guys. This is the Reddit leak from years and years ago. And I don't think it originated on Reddit. I've seen this recipe before. But I'm calling it the Reddit leak because that's where I got this from. It was posted on Kitchen Confidential, which is where a bunch of, like, schlubs that work at restaurants... Sorry, I shouldn't say that. A bunch of schlubs that work at restaurants act like they're part of a secret cabal. I shouldn't say that, but listen, I used to work at a restaurant. The guys that work in restaurants, especially like the chefs and the barbacks and stuff, love acting like they're in on some secret shit. All the kids these days love their Tylenol chicken for their Factorio binges. Feeding my kids shitloads of Tylenol so they become amazing engineers. How many subs to deep fry the receipt paper? I really don't want to, just because it's going to be fucking disgusting. This is like way darker for some reason than the other one. Look how dark the fry layer is getting. Oil wasn't entirely clean after first cook. Yeah, but it shouldn't be, like, dirty enough to be fucking it up this much. The French. This one fell. Going in here to re-sterilize. To have all this fucking fried chicken afterward. Alright, here's Reddit. Here's the Reddit leak chicken. Alright, it's basically... There's so little chicken. I normally fry a ton at a time. And, like, it's crazy how little the oil temp is dropping. Alright. How do you know if the meat's cooked? You fucking bite into it and see if you get salmonella. I'm wearing safety glasses while I deep fry, which is kind of funny, but I, like, get jumpy around the oil popping and hitting me in the eye, man. This one's crisping up nice, but I think I just got a good mix here. Alright, that's looking pretty tasty. I'm gonna fry these KFC nuggets and shit, too. Refrying the existing KFC to make sure it's hot when I taste everything. This is the real KFC. This is the real KFC. Yeah, baby! You guys see the labels here? This is the TikTok leak. This is the Reddit leak. Ah, shit. The shit's now mildly irradiated. And then this is real-ass, greasy KFC. This shit gonna be tasty. I'm gonna have it. It's gonna be a sin to eat it all without any sauce or anything, particularly the nugs, because, like, I don't know, I'm a bit of a sauce fiend for chicken specifically. Visually, Reddit looks the closest. I think it might just be because it's darker, though. Like, crisp-wise, the TikTok leak looks real oh, no, actually, 99X, I think, is the crispiest looking. I don't know, they're kind of hard to tell. Let's see how it stacks up, though. We'll try KFC first. Just to establish a baseline. Is it crazy that it tastes better after being deep fried here than it did when I bought it and they handed it to me? I guess it's probably fresher out the fryer right now than it was then. Because those nuggets were kind of bad tasting, and now they're, like, kind of good tasting, I'm not gonna lie. Let's try that against the Reddit leak. Yeah, we'll go Reddit leak this, and then the fresh one. Then the TikTok leak, because that's the new one. Hang on a second. We'll try Reddit leak first. This is an old leaked KFC recipe. Let's see how close this is. That's really good. That is a delicious fried chicken batter. Much more like herbal, I would say. And let's try it against the Let's try against the KFC original here as well. This is not this. This is really good, though. This is a really good chicken recipe, but it is not KFC. Like, it's kind of... I don't want to say it's different in every way, but it's pretty different. The Reddit one looks the same. Yeah, they look similar. I think just due to how much darker the Reddit one is than the other. This is you watching me eat fried chicken. Lol, I bet you wish you were eating fried chicken right now. I'm surprised how good this is. This did not have as much salt in it as I thought it should. The KFC one has like kind of a sweeter flavor. I don't know how to describe it. It is just like, this is just a different type of flavor. All right, let's try 99X. Now, this one is allegedly just what KFC is using. Let's see if it actually stacks up or not. That is good. That's definitely closer than the Reddit leak. Hang on. Make shit good strikes again. Yeah, I guarantee this has a shitload of MSG in it. This is absolutely closer. I don't think this is it, man. I don't think this is the same as this. It's not quite got it. I would argue this is a little bit better than KFC. What if KFC done changed their spices over the last, like, 100 years or whatever? This guy here is better because I use chicken thigh as my nugget, and KFC uses chicken breast. The nuggets that I make, or they're not nuggets, but you know, the little chicken bits. These are like so much better solely because they use a better cut of meat. They should not be advertising all white meat, man. The shit on the drummy is better. It ain't quite KFC, but it's pretty close. I think it's literally better. This just tastes better than the KFC. Like flavor to flavor. And maybe the thigh is influencing. I could take a bite of the drummy. I feel like the middle is raw. No, the outside isn't. This is better than the KFC. It's a little sweeter. I don't know how to break down the individual seasonings, but like, the KFC is a little more herbaceous, and this has a little more of a sweetness to it. And this one's more like, it's definitely got more MSG in it or something, because it's like the flavor punch is higher. Compared to like the Reddit leak, which is literally not the same flavor at all. Like, I don't know why they were saying this was a KFC recipe. This isn't even fucking close. The Reddit leak tastes closer to the chicken that I make when I make Southern style fried chicken. This is the one that is most recently claimed to be the leaked recipe. It is nothing like this old leaked recipe, so maybe this is closer to the actual one, but let's see. Moment of truth. Is this similar to KFC, or is this the recipe? Ooh. That's good. That is not KFC. Now, I followed their proportions to a T, okay? That is nothing like any of the other ones. This has so many Christmas spices in it, and you can taste all of them. The cardamom and stuff really sticks out of that. Okay. The KFC modern recipe is at least based on something closer to this, because, like, just the way it tastes, man. This has those, like, warmer, like, exotic spice flavors in it. This is just, they're so much more pronounced in this. And I use the proportions correctly. Hang on, this one is getting a little bit cold. Let me pop it in. Let me pop it back in the fryer, honestly. All right, hang on. I'm gonna pop this back in, because I think this needs warmed up. We need conclusions here, man. We need conclusions. I trust them on saying the recipe changed because it tastes different from when I was a kid. Dude, the 99X is so good. I don't even know. This is a mystery fucking flavor, too. KFC's not bad, though. I'll give them that. It's a lot better when I reheated it by frying it. I mean, even if we come to the conclusion that this isn't all the same, or like, these are all very different, I think we can still definitively say which one is the best. Or at least my favorite. The TikTok leak one is like the weirdest one, for sure. Hang on a second. The TikTok leak one, this guy here, now that I've heated it up, it tastes a lot more similar to this. And maybe I was being thrown off by it being cold. Cause like at first I'm like, oh, this doesn't taste like this at all. But now that I'm like thinking about it, this kind of just tastes like an amped up version of this. Like, I can very distinctly make out the fact that this has warmer spices in it. But when I eat the real KFC... Yeah. Actually, now that I'm having them 1-to-1, it would not surprise me at all if this and this have the same ingredients, but this is using drastically different proportions than this is. Because this is, like, way more forward with, like, the weird spices. Maybe it's because I roasted them fresh, too, because that does make them a little more intense. Like in this, you can very much make out that it has, like... I don't know if you would be able to identify the flavors, but you could tell that there's, like, a nutmeg cinnamon type of... Like, just a little bit of that to it. Whereas this, it's not, like, immediately evident, but there's that same... It's like, it's in the flavor profile. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these are, like, the same spices, or, like, similar. It's definitely not this. No proportion makes this taste like this. This, and this could be the same general spices. Honestly. Alright. I'm gonna give you the definitive ranking for what order I would prefer these in. And now, you know, this is all my opinion, but my opinion's always right, so these are gonna be definitive rankings, and if you disagree, you are wrong. Alright, here's the thing, none of these are bad. I don't even like KFC, but, like, their seasoning is good. Bringing up the rear, I would say is probably the Reddit one, the Reddit leak. It's not bad. In fact, like, it's very close to what I make when I make fried chicken, like, for, I don't know, myself, friends. My, like, southern-style fried chicken, like, buttermilk fried chicken recipe tastes pretty similar to this. But I think KFC is a little bit better, which is embarrassing, I know. Because KFC is not, I said I put it pretty low on, like, the overall chicken spot ranking. I don't know, man. This is better, I feel. And then, finally, between these two, which one is the number one? Which one is the very best? I gotta go the 99X, man. This shit is awesome. This is like, I'm gonna be making my chicken with this seasoning from now on. This is actually better. It's better, and you can buy it. So it's easier, too. Like, holy shit, man. It's so good. But this is definitely second best. I like, and maybe it's just because I like it to be a little more interesting, I like this proportion of spices better than the KFC one. It's the same kind of, like, sweet, spicy, like, low-key herby one. The KFC is slightly more herbaceous. This one's a little more of the warm spices. Just in my own opinion, I think this is a better flavor than the base KFC. But this guy here, I'd love to say this is the best one because it's new. I fear that this one clears. This one is the most unique. If you want to make one for your friends and be like, this is my secret recipe, make them the fucking TikTok leak chicken, because this shit is this tastes different than anything. I've never had any that has, like, such forward, like, cardamom, clove, cinnamon, nutmeg types of flavors. I don't know. This is the one that I think just hits the best for fried chicken. What can I say? Someone really asked if I even like chicken. What the fuck are they talking about?